depending on the type of interview you have. If it's a phone screen and based on the time, if it's a 30-minute phone screen, they're going to ask you 3 questions max. How do I know that? I've been on several interviews. Here's how it's going to go. You jump on the Zoom call or you arrive at the office. The first question is always, tell me about yourself. That question is so important because you get to set the stage for the interview. And your goal is to turn it from some structured, rigid interview to a conversation. You do that by really telling your story when they ask you, tell me about yourself. You want to hit the highlights, your current role, your background. I always like to add where I grew up because it's a small world. You never know who knows someone else. And then what are your superpowers and why you're here today. I'm here today because I love the vision of this company. It aligns with who I am as an individual, and I have some innovative ideas to help you grow not only your top line, but bottom line profitability. So I'm excited to learn more. That's off the dome, family. That literally is off the dome because I've gone through these interviews and I've practiced so much, but that's what you need to think about. So if you have a 30-minute interview, you get 3 questions. If you have an hour interview, you're going to get 4 to 5 questions. What type of questions, Coach? I'm glad you asked. Companies have done research on behavioral interview questions. These are questions that start with, tell me about a time. And then they change the last part. Tell me about a time you led a team. Tell me about a time you had conflict on work. Tell me about a time when you failed. Tell me about a time when you had a tight deadline, you had to make a quick decision. Because companies realize how you performed in the past and other roles is a good indicator of what you're going to do in this job that I'm thinking about hiring you for. So prepare at least 3 to 5 STAR demos. What is a STAR demo? STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. It's a structured way for you to answer the question and actually answer the question in a job interview, not ramble, not get nervous. So you have to think about your background, your experiences, and then have a STAR scenario for each of those questions. So if they ask you, tell me about a time when you failed, then you're going to answer that in a structured way. Situation. While working at company XYZ, I was a marketing strategy manager. Task. I was tasked with developing a new marketing strategy to launch a new brand globally. Action. The first action that I took is I collaborated with all of my channel owners for email, direct mail, TV, social media, field marketing, and had a strategy session to align on what was our plan. What was the end result? We launched this national campaign for this new product. Unfortunately, it did not meet our sales expectations. What I learned from this experience, like that whole example was literally off the dome. I've practiced so much and had so many experiences. So when I'm asked these questions, I'm ready. So for your interview, find 3 to 5 common questions, and I'll link some of those in the description below. And then do that. STAR, situation, task, action, result. Get 3 of those for your phone screen. Get 4 to 5 for your hour interview. And here's another pro tip. If you have an interview loop with multiple people, you don't repeat the STAR stories. Have multiple. So we'll talk more about that in other videos, but that is a pro tip because you don't want to continue to say the same STAR stories when you're meeting with 5 or 6 different people. So you have to really dive deep. All right.